It's nice and creamy and velvety. This will be an obsession of yours. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we are going to be making pumpkin pie. This is like the dessert. It's less than 100 calories per slice. So pumpkin pie for me is one of my favorite desserts, especially during the holidays. I am definitely like that pumpkin pie lover during Thanksgiving. I hate to have to portion myself and just be like, okay, I can only have a teeny tiny. We're gonna make one that is really low in calories. I came up with this recipe that I can have a lot more if I want. It's actually less than 100 calories per slice. This is also a crustless pumpkin pie. Unfortunately, if you're a crust lover, the crust adds a lot of calories because it is made with like butter. I usually leave everything linked for you, just so you know, like in terms of my sugar-free honey, like what I'm using, any type of specialty ingredients, it will all be in the description, okay? So the first thing we're gonna need is our bowl, because that's what we're gonna mix everything into. Let's go ahead and get started with our Greek yogurt. It's gonna give it that creaminess that you want from a pumpkin pie. It adds all the protein, and it's what helps make it lower in calories. You wanna do like as plain Jane as possible because we're gonna add the flavor. Then we have our pumpkin. So I mentioned this a lot on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle's Low Carb Love. Go follow me on there. I share a lot of recipes, a lot of my life on my stories, but you wanna be careful with the pumpkin pie. It's a pumpkin pie filling. Yes, it tastes delicious, but super loaded with sugar. We don't want that. This here is just organic pumpkins, just one ingredient. And we're just gonna go ahead and add that right in. And the brands do not matter. You just wanna be more careful with the ingredients versus the brand. And then we are going to add in our sugar-free honey. You can use sugar. I would use like a sweetener, whether it be like allulose or monk fruit or erythritol, a mixture, like a little blend. So I'm adding the sugar-free honey because it's what I have on hand right now, but it does have a few calories. So this has 45 calories. If you use a sweetener, it's 0 calories. So just remember that that's also going to contribute to lower calories. I picked up this vanilla from Costco and it's a good deal, but it tastes like alcohol. I don't know what it is about it. This one here, I got it on sale. Bargain shopper. And I feel like it doesn't add that like alcohol taste. For this recipe, we want a specific texture, right? When you're thinking pumpkin pie, you want a certain mouthfeel. So I'm using xanthan gum, but you can literally use cornstarch, you can use arrowroot, tapioca flour, like they will all work. Basically what it's gonna do is thicken up the filling. And of course we're making pumpkin pie, so we can't forget about the star of the show. So this is where all the flavor is gonna come from right here. Now grab our egg whites. So remember, we are making this low calorie. So the yolk is what has the majority of calories in an egg. I don't know if there's an easier way to separate the egg yolk from the white. If you have a trick, let me know. All right, we're just gonna whisk our eggs really quickly. I'm using my frother to make my life easier. Now, my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees. So we're just gonna mix this. Make sure everything's just kind of like well incorporated because we have the spice, we have the honey, we have all of these ingredients that we just wanna make sure they're nice and combined. It smells so good. I love pumpkin pie. I'm not a huge apple pie lover. If you love pumpkin pie, do you still love, apple pie? Are you team apple pie or team pumpkin pie? So we have our pie pan. Now I'm gonna spray it because of course we don't want anything to stick. Remember, I'm making this crustless just to keep it super low calorie, but be my guest and make yourself a bomb crust with this. My thing with like low calorie desserts like this, it's just that you get to enjoy those desserts that we all love, but you don't have to feel bad about it. You can have like a double serving if you want. I'm one of those people. Like I will still have the double serving at a party and then I'll sit there like, I shouldn't have done that. I really should have just like stopped at one. I love doing stuff like this because I could have 2 slices and I'm gonna be fine. So this is 350 degrees. We're gonna get this baby in. We're gonna bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. We'll check on it in about 20 minutes and just see how we're doing. Now, I'm gonna make myself a little coffee. I always have to have a lot of ice for my shake. I'm gonna make a butter coffee. So this is the butter coffee. It's actually a protein smoothie. So it's not just like a protein powder. It basically replaces like everything that I used to add into my blender, like for a smoothie. So I just do my scoop and then my unsweetened almond milk. You could do it in a blender, but this is formulated so that you could literally just mix it and we're done. I'll show you the ingredients right now, but it basically has everything from obviously the protein. It has collagen, it has reishi mushroom, cordyceps, which is obviously great for like brain function. It has banana powder, coconut cream powder so that it's nice and creamy, cold brew coffee, and then it's also sweetened with stevia and monk fruit so that you don't add all that sugar, but it is so delicious and it's obviously super convenient, like literally just a scoop and then your milk. You could do it with water, but I love it with like unsweetened almond milk. So it's 25 grams of protein for me. I feel like it's just, one, it's super delicious. To me, it just tastes like, almost like a Frappuccino. Okay, let me shoot this. Look at this texture too. And remember, it's literally just the almond milk with the protein. That's it. Cheersies. Oh my gosh. I have a discount code that you can use. It's LCL15. It'll get you 15% off. This is the butter coffee flavor, but I'm telling you, the peanut butter, the chocolate peanut butter, so delicious. I'll leave a link in the description for you. Perfect. Look at this. I don't know if you could see that, like, baby jiggle right there in the center. You want a little bit of jiggle in your life. We're gonna let it cool, put it in the fridge, and then we're gonna dig right in. Our pumpkin pie has been setting for about 2 hours now. Nice and cold. That's the one thing about pumpkin pie. It's like, even though it's super quick, you do have to let it settle or set in the fridge. But guys, of course, it's pumpkin pie. Like, it's totally worth it. This has literally been in the fridge for about an hour and a half. You can leave it a little longer and then of course it just gets a little bit more and more firm. This is literally just pumpkin pie without the crust, but it's so much lower in calories, so much lower in obviously sugar, carbs, all of that. You just get to enjoy the experience. For me personally, it's just the fact that I get to enjoy having like a huge slice of pumpkin pie and I don't have to feel guilty. And I know it's like less calories than having a small piece of regular pumpkin pie. It really just makes it, for me personally, like it makes it that much better. The only thing missing is of course some whipped cream. Take it over the top. Look at that, beautiful piece of pumpkin pie. I cannot have pumpkin pie without whip. I don't know if you feel the same way, but it just goes, it's kind of like ketchup and fries. Like, I don't know. It's just, it has to have it. Cheers. It's nice and creamy and velvety. I'm telling you, it's like about 100 calories, less than 100 calories a slice. Isn't that crazy? And then if you just do a little, you know, a little whip, let's just say it's 100 calories, like the fact that you get to enjoy like something so like, just like a good portion of something that tastes so delicious. It just, for me, it's a win-win across the board. But I'm gonna leave this linked in the description below. If you like this recipe, and if you love pumpkin pie, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share my channel with friends and family that are either just living a low-carb lifestyle or that you know love dessert, have a sweet tooth, and are just maybe trying to watch or make healthier choices in their life. You know what I mean? Thanks so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.